This is as close as Steve Harris can get to the quarry where his 18-year-old son died 6 years ago. A monumental mason, he carved these plaques himself, so that Jay Harris's friends and family would have somewhere to go to think about him.
I remember him as really the lad I would have liked to have been myself. He was so popular with the boys, the girls. He was good at everything which he put his mind to. He was a loving, caring type of person. He loved nature. He was always looking out for someone else.
Jay died when he fell from the cliffs at G's Quarry in Hartshill in Warwickshire after crossing over a broken fence onto private land. It was not the 100-foot drop that killed him, and neither did he drown. Rather, the shock from the very cold water stopped his heart and broke his father's.
The fence is there for a reason. Even if the fence is in disrepair, just think about it. The fence is there to stop you going in.
At Middle Peak Quarry in Derbyshire, convinced that the turquoise colour the minerals gave the water was part of the attraction, they've taken to dyeing it darker.
There's been an application of a food dye being put into a water there, which is a harmless dye, and is that has given the water that dark colour. And it certainly, according to the local management, has been very successful in reducing significantly the number of trespassers who are tempted to swim in this water.
And they aren't tempted only to swim. With the summer fast approaching, British Transport Police in Leicestershire are bracing themselves for the increase in track trespass, which they say the holidays always bring.
I would say during the summer months, especially 6 weeks holiday, these instances increase, and we're really concerned for the safety of children. Children look at these sort of environments as playgrounds. It's a bit of fun. They're not aware of the danger that they're in or the danger that they can cause other people and the consequences of that.
This was the cab of one train last week after someone threw a brick from a bridge where they weren't supposed to be through the window of a moving train, narrowly missing its driver.
The train was doing approximately 80 miles an hour at the time, so if that brick had hit him, there's a good chance he'd have been seriously injured, maybe even killed.
Back in Hartshill, Steve Harris chose this interview to share something that he's kept to himself for nearly 50 years.
When I was about 6 or 7 years of age, I actually fell in the quarry myself. I thought to myself, if only I'd have told him that story, perhaps he wouldn't have entered that quarry on that night. And that's on my mind most days.
He may not have told his son that, but he has now told you. Callum, Watkinson, ITV News.